Okay, so we're learning in Zion. The last thing we learned, he explained that what does it mean that the Tzeischo illuminated the night? Anybody wants to offer the kitzur? What's the point of the explanation? In so explaining, he explains what does it mean that in the beginning of outside of creation, that the light and darkness served mixed up, barvuvia. The question obviously is that darkness would appear to be the absence of light. So what does all this mean? There's one answer to both of these questions. Then Hashem separated the light and darkness, and then the light began to illuminate and do its job. So we learned that this paragraph explained all of that. Anybody wants to offer an explanation? Or rather share with us what we learned? Not your own explanation, what we learned. No?
That the Tzeischo here.
Yeah, if it does not mean conventional Tzeischo, which is what?
Which is the absence of light. But
yeah, it's not what we mean. On the contrary, what do we mean? Yeah, go on.
We're referring to a very high level, that this is before the inyan of Giloi or revelation Bechlal. So it's considered darkness in that aspect, that it's the inyan of revelation, but this is going on to even a higher level than revelation itself. So therefore, that's lighting up the night, meaning that becomes revealed, that high level, that it's
before
any revelation.
Yeah, good. Before you go further, I just want to explain also, so what does it mean? Therefore, it had to be this parsa, and the Masach HaMavdil, parsa meaning a screen, and the division between the Tzeischo and the Giloi, the Helm and the Giloi. What is this division?
It's
what does this screen mean?
Basically screening the ultimate essential truth, that there's nothing but Hashem. So in a way, making room for the idea of something else. So we're screening that truth. So now there could be the inyan of a revelation, and a high revelation and lower revelations.
Good. So now that's what we mean by the Tzeischo. We mean by darkness, we mean, on the contrary, the essential level, as you said, the exclusivity of Hashem, which in essence precludes the possibility of anything else, only because God can do anything, that there could be something else. But logically, there can't be anything other than God, because he's the only reality. There's no room for anything else. I don't mean room physically, I mean room conceptually. So yet God did that. That's that Vayavdil. Now continue. So what's the meaning then? By Kriyas Yamsov, so the darkness illuminated the night. What does it mean? What does night mean? Now explain between darkness and night in the pasuk. What does night mean? Yankee, continue. You're doing well. Well, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So, not clear what darkness means?
The night in this case is referring to Helim of Gilui, meaning we now post all of what we said. Now the night is a Helim of this Gilui. So the Tzeischo lighting up the night is now this truth of that there's nothing but Hashem is lit up within the world where Hashem could be denied.
Okay, so the night we said is you say the Shtalshalus. The night is say the Shtalshalus. We mentioned the Maimon doesn't say this, but we said that the night has stages. It is beginning, it's lighter, So night is where there are levels, all levels of revelation, higher, lower, closer, further. Right. So now, by Kriyas Yamsuf, the Cheshech, in the essence, illuminates all the levels of revelation, down to our world where there's no revelation. There's otherness in the ultimate sense. So much, so pronounced is the otherness that it eclipses even our awareness that there is a creator, there is a God. And that is completely illuminated. All of Ishtaushalas, all the way down to what a maidservant saw by the sea, the greatest Navi didn't see, because that's the level, the essential level of Likus. Now, what was the legal, the capitalistic term for it being revealed at Kriyas Yamsuf? What's the name? Just give me the name.
Atik?
Atik. Yeah, that's what the Zohar says. Atik. Atik Italia Mill said that Atik was revealed. The essence, remember, Atik again is essence, Tainuk essence, without repeating all of that. This is what's revealed at Kriyas Yamsuf. Okay. And then the conclusion of the Ois is, now give me the deeper explanation, looking at the last 4 lines of the Ois. And this is the meaning of Kehisin Oim and Acheshech, the advantage of light from darkness. Now, what's the answer now? There's an advantage, he says, Kifle Kiflayim, double and redoubled over ordinary oil. Ordinary oil is what? What's ordinary oil? The second last line of the oil. Yesh b'zeh yisin oil v'kifle kiflayim me'etzem ha'oras oil. Me'etzem ha'oras oil. Not the. So what's ordinary light? Everything you're saying till now, just now, walk it through to the end. What's ordinary light? Conventional oil. No, the conventional oil is the oil of Seder Shtalshalos. Atzilus is brighter and Bri is dimmer and so on. That's conventional oil. Here by Kriyas Yamsuf, not just getting the conventional oil. Here we're getting the essence revealed. And illuminating every level of dark, every level of Laila, we say the Shtalshalos. Which in simple language means that all is experience. That's what Gilui means. The Shifcha, the maidservant experiences that all that exists, the highest levels to the lowest levels, it's all you, equally. Not Atzilus knows you more and Bria knows you less. But they do, because that's in their world of conventional revelation. But here we're brought into the bosom, as it were, of the very essence of the divine. And that awareness, that revelation, is far beyond the highest levels of light. Because when you're speaking about the highest levels of light, you're saying there's further, there's closer, there's higher, there's lower. At Kriyas Yamsuf, there was no further, no closer, no higher, no lower. Everything, down to this moment by Kriyas Yamsuf, is experienced and seeing the truth, the essential truth that it's all you. Clear? That's the Yisana Oir Min HaCheshech. And this is meaning to say, understand clearly how he's touching the pasuk. This is the advantage of this kind of revelation that comes from the Cheshech, which comes from the Giloy of the Etzem over the greatest revelations per se. Is that clear? Cheshech here means actually here he says the Cheshech means the conventional Cheshech. But the lowest levels of Seder Shtalshalos are illuminated with, actually it's allusion to also to the Cheshech that we're speaking of, the essence. Okay, we're clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
All is you. All is you. Okay, Zion. So the pasuk says in Bishalach, this is that the Yidden walked on dry land. To be very, we're going to be medayik in the Isis, in the imagery here. So the way it's described we're talking about, we're referring to two descriptions of Kriyas Yamsuf here. The way it is in Parshat Bishalach, and it's described in Tilim. So the pasuk Hafach Yom LaYabosh is in Tilim. But what does it say in the pasuk? Again, so the pasuk says the Yidden walked by Basha in dry land, B'Tzeischo Yom in the ocean. With all of the above, we'll understand the answer to the question he's asking now. What is the question? Just at face value, looking at the psukim, they contradict each other. The pasuk we just described from Parashat Bishalach, that again, Yidden walked by Basha on the dry land, B'Tzeischo Yom in the midst of the sea. This contradicts the pasuk of Hafach Yom LaYabosh. The way it's described in Tilim is there's no sea. There's no sea. The sea becomes transformed into dry land. The pasuk in Tilim is describing how the sea itself becomes dry land. I know. That which is normally hidden, that's the ocean, is revealed. So that's what it says in Tilim, that the hidden world is revealed. That's what's described in Tilim. There is no hidden world anymore. It's now revealed. But the pasuk says, they went on dry land. That's Bechinas Hagili, which means revelation. But however, the sea remains. This revelation is in the ocean, which is a hidden world, which is not the way the call Gilish Nibdim Milahelim. Not like, as we said before, every revelation there's that mavda, that separation between the concealment, the essential I, and then otherness, Giloi, separated from the cheshech, from the essential darkness, right? That's what revelation is. It's not happening in the darkness. The darkness, the I remains forever unknown, and now there's revelation. To whatever degree the revelation is, high or low, etc. That's how every Giloi is. But what is the pasuk saying to Hillel? So let's get the contradiction again. The pasuk in Parshas Bishalach says that the Yidden walked, the ocean remains, B'Tzeischo Yom. So where's the revelation? The revelation is taking place not in Seder Shtalshalos, as it were. But it's all taking place in, as if to say that when we say that the Yidden walked, and we're still acknowledging there is a concealment. So we're saying that where is the revelation? It's in the world of the essence. So we're taken into the world of the essence, and there the exclusivity of God is revealed. But where's it happening? There, not in our world. Whereas the pasuk, that's what it says in Tilim. Whereas the pasuk that Yidden went by Basha B'Tzeischo Yom, whereas the pasuk in Tilim Hafach Yom LaYabosh, there's no concealment at all. We're not dealing Hafach Yom Layabosha means that the essential unknowable I is not concealed at all, revealed. Gamarno. There is no, in simple language. I know it's confusing what we're saying. So now we'll put up the question very simply. Hafach Yom Layabosha means there's no concealment. No concealment. However, when the Yidden go by a Bosha B'Seich HaYom, the concealing level, which is the Yom, remains, but it's in there that the Yidden are walking, are going. So is there a Yom there or there's no Yom? That's a contradiction. Simple. Is there an ocean left or no ocean left? If you just have the Pasuk in Tilim Hafach Yom Li'abasha, the physical imagery, there is no ocean. The imagery of the Yidden crossing Kriyas Yamsuf is there is no ocean. It's only dry land. The ocean is replaced by dry land, simply. The Pasuk, however, invokes that there is an ocean. But in the ocean, they're walking in dry land. So that's the simple contradiction. There is a Yam or there's no Yam. Is that clear, friends? It's a little, the way you ask the question is a bit more nuanced, but that's the basic question. But clear? Yes, Yam or no Yam?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but in light of all that we explained, we have the answer. Let's begin now with further elaboration. Achin Yuven Behektim Plukte Shebe Gemara understands with his prefacing the Machlekes in the Gemara. Beishama Beisilo. Lachad Man Domer Shemaim Kodm La'aretz. Beishamai says that in creation, heaven preceded earth. And he brings the Rai from the Pasuk. So what came first? Heaven. Lachad Man Domer, and the other opinion, which is Beisilo, Eretz Kodm. No, earth precedes Shemayim. And he brings another Pasuk. The end of the account of creation. So this was the day completing creation that God made. This sixth day completes. What is he completing on the sixth day? The creation of and it's the earth, and then heaven. So hence the machlekes of Shammai and Hill, but we're left with there's a mastir in the Psukim. He brings one pasuk, he brings the other pasuk. What does it help us? So he explains, it's not a contradiction. The explanation is as follows. As we'll see, they're both true. One speaks in the source, and one speaks in manifestation. Let's see. In actuality. One speaks in kavana, and one speaks in actuality. Let's see. There's a difference between thought and action. So the very first thought that a person has about any project or that he's embarking upon, the very first image, in the that first thought, where is it finally realized in the final act? The completion of the whole project. That was uppermost. That was what drove this whole project. So the first thought is completed in the final act. Because like we say in L'Chadei Friday night, Seif Master, the final act, which is Shabbos, Machshav Tchilan, it was uppermost in Hashem's thought at the outset of creation, but when does it merge? At the end. So what does this mean? So God's primal thought before he gave rise to the whole Seder Shtalshalos. What is he thinking? What's his desire? What's manifest there? All those Seif Master Berishayna. The end that he wants to do it, that's the primal, essential first thought. What's uppermost in God's mind, in the deepest level, is his desire for a dwelling place, dafke here. And then there's this elaborate process by which the dafke here emerges, and even a more elaborate process by which you and I finally realize that purpose through our avodah. So that's the final act. That's what motivated the whole thing. That's what I want. And so now having said that, said what? That the highest machshava, the first primal motivation, only emerges at the end of the whole project. So it comes out a very different thing. That what is for Hashem's primal and original and essential and deepest thought expression is, I want a dira in betachtonim. That's the decision that he made. That's the olah b'machshav. So it comes out, now we understand this contradiction. It's not a contradiction between Shammai and Hillel. And both these and those, as the Gemara says in the words of the living God, the Shnei Memes, both are true. Again, what are they arguing? They're arguing what was created first, heaven or earth. Shammai said heaven, and Hillel said earth. And they brought various psukim that supported their view, but again, we're left with the psukim themselves contradict themselves. Now we have the answer. The in terms of the process, of course, heaven came first. The first creation is the revelation, the highest revelation, the highest oir. Atzilus, and even higher oir in Sof. That's in actuality in the process. But machshava, in intent, deep within God, that starts the entire process of creation, of history, of everything, before which there was absolutely nothing but Him. What's that first machshava? Eretz. God desires that did it b'tachtonim. Earth, us, you, me. High is in the oil itself, rooted in the very essence. The Sof all the machshava tchila, the final act, ascended in the very first primal thought. All right, so they're not contradicting. When Shammai says what came first, Shammai is talking about the actual process of order of creation. Shemaim Kodim. And Hillel says the earth came first. He's saying that you're talking the process. In terms of the kavana, what is uppermost within Hashem? It's His desire for dirib tachtonim, and therefore Eretz Kodim. Earth precedes in terms of the divine intent. And Shammai speaks about the actualization of the intent. First there's a high and then the lower emerges at the end in actuality. But in kavana, in intent, Hillel reveals, and Shammai and Hillel and Shammai is not disputing that, obviously. Both these are two psukim. One pasuk says, "Bereshis bara Elokim es Hashem." That's the bria process, the creative process. First Shemaim didn't lower can only come after there's a higher. At the end of creation, then b'yom hashishi, when we get what's the whole purpose, kindalach. B'yom hasois havai likim, eretz v'shamayim. The whole kavan of all of this is eretz dira b'tachtonim. I should point out that there is, it's one of the things we should learn one day. Where the Rabbi goes through all of the primary arguments between Shammai and Hillel and all of Shas, and explains the common koyach and poel. We've learned about this koyach and poel in each of their arguments. It's all the same consistent views, but at the same time, each of the arguments has a nuance and a chiddush that we couldn't know from any other argument because of a particular consideration. It's one of the most extraordinary sichos, landmark sichos. Continuing now, by the number 70. I can't see it. Number 70 in the text. In a little bit further, so now, what happens by Kriyas Yamsuf? This essential level that he places his secrecy and darkness higher than Giloi. So what's that? That's the whole intent. That's the first machshava. He wants, in his very essence, there arose in his essence machshava tchila, his desire for dira b'tachtonim. So where that was revealed patently and transparently by Kriyas Yamsuf. Shenizgal b'Kriyas Yamsuf. So this was revealed in so this essential concealment that was revealed But by Kriyas Yamsuf means it becomes Machshava Keduma, and that's God's desire. I want a dwelling place here in Eilam Hazeh with you. That's what's revealed by Kriyas Yamsuf. Given Shemachshava Eretz Kadma L'Shamayim. Now we're going to answer the contradictions in the Pesukim. It's similar to the contradictions between Shammai, the Pesukim that Shammai and Hillel invoked, quoted. Let's walk it through. In Machshava, in thought, in the primary thought within Hashem, motive, essential desire, and it's Kadma L'Shamayim. What precedes? It's desire for Dira B'Tachtonim. That started it all. In the process, to do that, you have to have a Shemayim. That's what Shammai was talking about. But in terms of Machshava, in Kavana, Eretz Kadma, in Cain, and all this is revealed when? By Kriyas Yamsuf. It's a preparation for Matan Torah. In Cain Sabashah, Shaholcha Ben Yisrael B'Yom. So when Yidden walked into the darkness, into the sea, Shazel Gili B'chinas Machshava Akduma, so they're privy there, and the whole Kavana Machshava Akduma is Yidir B'Tachtonim. Eretz Kadma L'Shamayim. So there they perceived and experienced God's desire, that uppermost and foremost is his desire for a connection to us here. So therefore, Vayavosha Eretz Kadma L'Yom, what's primary? There's the dry land, and it precedes the ocean, which is what? The hidden worlds. As the Hiv touches ocean, the hidden worlds, which is like Shamayim. Where do we see the connection in the ocean and the sky? Because in the brackets, Rashi brings us that the ocean, this is about the Tchelis. The color of the Tchelis is the oceanic color. And reminds us of the heavens. The ocean is like the sky. And moreover, he ends in the brackets why the ocean represents the hidden spiritual world, the high world, Shamayim. And the ocean was created first. The Spirit of God hovered over the water until he said the water should gather and reveal the dry land. So this is Shamayim Tchila. Shamayim Tchila is reflected in the fact, it's in the process. In the fact that the first creation was the ocean. But now the Yidden, by Kriyas Yamsuf, are privy to the what? To the Kavana Pnimis of it all. The Kavana Pnimis is really the dry land. And therefore, that's the meaning of the pasuk of in Pashas B'Shalach B'Reisal Hoch by a Basha B'Seichayom. They went on dry land in the oceanic revelation, meaning Peter. There they probed, in other words, probing the hidden worlds, what comes out there. Dry land, what do they discover? What's the most hidden and deepest desire of the Eibishter? So in that, in the source, in the source of creation, they discover in the source that what's the kavan of it all is the dry land, is the Dirib Tachtonim down. The Hainu, what dry land are they experiencing here? What does it mean, the dry land? The uppermost thought in Hashem's desire for Dirib Tachtonim. In brackets, this is not the same dry land that Hillel was speaking about in the process that comes at the end after Shemayim precedes it. All of a sudden, boom, there's an Eilam Hazeh. In terms of Ishtamshalis, the emergence of Eilam Hazeh is the greatest descent in Yerida. Dartzilis doesn't even look at it. The higher worlds look at this world with disdain. But the emes is in terms of Gilui, because here's concealment, and there's Gilui, there's holy and pure, and translucent, and these are a world of, I don't have to tell you. And yet, what happens here that the Yidden probe the deepest levels above and discover in What's the machshava keduma? What's the highest level? Machshava keduma is that Hashem wants a dwelling place b'tachtonim. And therefore, okay, next line. This is not a contradiction at all to say that there's no ocean at all and it's transformed into dry land. But the contrary, both psukim are one Indian. Let's just read it based on tomorrow. The most concealing, deepest truth is now revealed, which is God's desire for what? To show what's primary there is this world, not the higher worlds. And therefore, they are there in the dry land, preach higher than the young. Okay, we'll stop here. It's already 7 o'clock. It's not confusing. It's not confused. A lot of OCs here, but we've said it over and over again what the basic point is. And we'll visit Godling tomorrow at 6 o'clock. All right, gentlemen. Have a good day. Bracha v'atzlach.